here. Fine. So now we can learn the new thing. Elena, try to sit straight, okay? I know you're not feeling well, but just try to sit straight. Don't lie down. Okay.
Miss Moksha is coming in
Yeah,
in
no
a few
problem.
minutes.
Yeah, no problem. Hi, Taisha. Hi, Stuti. Okay.
Hi.
Jai Jinendra. Are you feeling cold, Taisha?
Jinendra.
You worn a hood. Okay. I think her like screen is frozen. Let's learn something new. Let's learn this song because it is quite fun to sing it. Okay, now first just listen to me. Hu to Atma Paramatma Hu to Anandano 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 Dham. Like Delina, when you're not feeling well, if you sing this, you will automatically start to feel better. Okay, you can sing it in your mind. Don't use your energy to like sing it, but just sing in your mind. Hu to Atma Paramatma Hu to Anandano 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 Dham. Hu to Deha Nathi. What is the meaning of Devir? De means body. Mutode, look, so now we know two words. So we know sharir means body, which everybody knows because this is the word that we normally use in our day-to-day life. And deha is also a word. Let me give you the spelling so that you get the spelling. You have to have an H at the end, D-E-H, deha. Muto deha nathi, muto atma, paramatma. What is the meaning of atma? Soul. What is the meaning of Paramatma, Briella? Paramatma means God, isn't it? Paramatma means God. So it is saying that I am a God. Wow, Taisha, imagine they're telling that you are a God. Isn't that fantastic? So they're saying you are a Atma, Veer, means that you are Atma and you have the potential to be Paramatma. Now, from which angle? Dravya angle, Paryay angle. From which angle are we Paramatma right now? Yes, Veer?
Dravya.
Very good. Clap for Veer. So from Taisha, listen to this. Taisha. And make your video horizontal so that you can see us properly and we can see you properly. Yeah, fine. Okay. So hu to atma paramatma hu to anandano 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 dham. Look, Anand came 3 times. Anand means happiness. So I've got happiness, happiness, happiness. There's no bound of happiness, meaning I am happy. I am happy infinitely. That is my nature. So for that, do we have to study hard in school, or do we have to get a good job, or do we have to get a good house? For that, do we need all these things? No, no. Look, like most people who have understood are saying no. Okay, so no, the answer is no, and the reason is, Delina, that you are made out of happiness. So how come you're feeling sad right now? Say when I'm not well, or like when I've got a headache or a flu or a cough, or when I don't pass in my exams. Why is it that I feel sad? What is the reason? What is the reason? Now I'll give you a clue. Okay, fine. Let Delina answer. Delina, are you in a like position to talk? Are you okay to talk? Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, talk.
Okay, so it means that when you feel it's changing, so it's like from happy you feel sad.
No, let me give you a clue first, and then the answer will become easy. Hold on, Briella. That you have to give the answer from Dravya or Paryay angle. That's where the answer is. Come, Moksh. Yeah, ball Stuti.
Yeah, is it because you're believing that you're a body and that's the reason why the things that happen to your body are affecting your happiness?
Yeah, because now your belief is wrong, isn't it? So where will the belief change? Will it change in the Paryay or will it change in the Dravya? Who can answer? Yes, Delina.
In the Dravya?
Wrong. Wrong. Who can correct her? Yes, Veer will correct her. And then Taisha, listen, you're not raising your hand, okay? You have to raise your hand like Veer, Stuti, and Briella. Yeah. Yes, in the Pariyai. Veer said in the Pariyai. It is happening in the Pariyai. Now, the constant part is called Dravya. The constant part is called Dravya. Now, Moksh, we are doing it again and again. There's a reason that it should come to a point where you can see Atma. It should be like, for example, in school, your teacher will teach you 2 sums and then she'll give you 50 for homework, isn't it? I mean, this is only an example. She might not be giving you 50. So then she'll give you 50 for like homework, isn't it? Like the same one. For example, if you're learning vectors in school, you understand, right? Like what is vectors? Like maybe some of you understand what is vectors. So when you will, let's use an easier word. When you're learning algebra in school, your teacher will give you same sums 100 times. Why? The same thing she's giving you 100 times. Why should you? I mean, on the board, she's already shown you. But the reason why we repeat it so that the mind gets it inside. Yeah, Briella, speak.
So you know it better.
So you know it better. So you understand it. The key word is understanding. Now let's go back. And then we come to the Cha Samanya Gun. Okay. So first, let's fully understand. Now, Veer, Briella, Fiona, Moksh, and Stuti, I know these 5 have fully understood Dravya Pariyai. That much I am like confident that they've understood. Now like Delina, have you understood because you're still making a mistake. Delina, Dravya is the constant part. Dravya is the constant part where they're infinitely. Also like Taisha has not understood. She's back. 1 second. Taisha and like Delina, we are repeating this for you. Okay. Taisha, Delina, we are repeating this for you. Now, Taisha, pay attention. Dravya is the constant part. Look, these are keywords, Veer. Now pay attention here because this we did with Stuti and Moksha on Wednesday. Fiona, Briella, pay attention. The constant part is made out of infinite attributes or gun. It is made out of infinite gun. This we already know. I mean, now we have done this maybe 100 times we have done it. Taisha, gun. Now, gun is the constant part. Now I want you to understand point number 2. Till now, we are saying that the soul has 2 parts, Dravya, Pariyai, but the gun is the constant part, Veer. First listen and then you can write, no problem. I will give you a few minutes to write. And it is the gun which is modifying. Now, these are the new things that we are learning today. Fiona, Briella. The gun is the one which is changing and that change is called Pariyai. Have you understood, Fiona? No, put your hand down and go and put a hairband or like go and tie your hair. Okay, fine. So there are 2 parts of the soul. Taisha, pay attention, okay? Because look, you have missed many classes, so please pay attention. So there are 2, okay, I will say this again. There are 2 parts of the soul, or are they 2 angles of the soul? What do you think, Taisha? Yeah, look, Moksha is trying to help you. So try to read Moksha's 2 parts. Okay, so you say 2 parts. Now, Moksha, say if this is correct or not. It's not correct. It is good to see Veer smiling and happy because he's like a happy boy. For the last 2-3 weeks, he was so stressed. It is nice to see him happy today. Okay, so fine. Veer, so now this question is for you. Why is it 2 angles and not 2 parts?
Because you cannot split the soul into 2 parts.
Taisha, repeat that answer, what Veer said. He spoke very well.
There were 2 angles, not parts.
Very good. Look, at least you have understood point number 1. There are 2 angles. There are not 2 parts of the soul. Why? Put your hair down. Otherwise, I will also ask you to tie your hair. Put your hair down. There are 2 angles of the soul and not two parts, because the soul cannot be split. Taisha, if we split you, will there be any Taisha remaining? No, isn't it? There'll be no Taisha remaining, isn't it? What do you think, Taisha? Yes or no?
No.
Isn't it? Like, imagine if we cut you, will there be any of like Taisha remaining? No, you will be dead, isn't it? Isn't that true? Isn't that true?
No.
You will be alive if we like cut you into two halves.
Yes.
No, you will not be. Even if you cut me into two halves.
No.
No, or okay, fine. Let's not use you as an example. Let's use me as an example. If we cut me into two halves, will I be alive?
No.
No, I will not be alive. Yeah, look, now you look nice, Fiona. You will not be alive. If anybody is cut into two parts, we will not be alive. In the same way, the soul cannot be cut into two parts. That's why we say there are two angles of the soul. The soul has got the Dravya angle. Now, this point is new today. If you wish, you can write it down in my words. The constant part, first listen, and then I will repeat for you to write it down. The constant part of the soul consists of infinite gun, and the gun are the ones which are constant. Okay, so Stuti, I will again say it if you want to write it, because I saw some pen in your hand. I think I saw a pen in your hand. Okay, the constant part of the soul, and now I'm saying it slowly. The constant part of the soul consists of infinite gun. Delina, don't lie down in class. You are disrespecting knowledge. Sit up. Just sit up and like put the shawl around you so that you don't feel cold. The constant part of the constant part consists of infinite gun. Just read, Veer, and then I continue from there.
The constant part of the soul consists of infinite good.
Of infinite gun. No, Taisha, you can't go early because you're missing too many classes, okay? You listen, okay, you will get to go early if you understand everything properly. If you understand everything properly, you can go, no problem. Okay, we read it one more time. The constant
part of the soul consists of infinite good.
Of infinite gun. Okay, it consists of infinite gun. Now, next sentence. Stuti, if you wish, write it down, because this is what will help you for the international convention. And even Fiona. Okay, you have written. Okay. Yeah, Moksha, ask your question.
I wanted to ask, like, I understood the fact that you say that that if you divide something into two, it won't be alive, or let's say a person,
Yeah.
if you divide him into two, it won't be alive. But can't we call it like two parts of a person?
No. See, it should be one whole person. Meaning, let's take, for example, what should we take? What example can we take? Okay, let's take this phone as an example. Let's take the phone. Now, if I divide this phone into half, can I use this phone? Can I use this phone? I will not be able to use the phone. For example, if I divide myself into, if I cut myself at the waist, Moksh, if I cut myself at the waist and imagine if I just break myself into half, will I be a functioning person? Will I be a functioning person? Because the reason is Veer, Fiona, Delina, the reason is that this is the smallest unit, meaning that I cannot be divided into anything smaller. But if you take, for example, this scarf, if you take this piece of cloth, if you take this piece of cloth, for example, look at me, Taisha. If you take this piece of cloth and if I divide this maybe into 4 parts, I can still use it, isn't it? I can still use it. I can make a napkin. I can make a handkerchief with one. I can make a cloth to sweep the floor with the 3rd one. And with the 4th one, maybe I can donate it. So I can still use it. I can still use it when I divide this piece of cloth into 4 pieces. But if I divide this phone into 2 pieces, I can't use it, meaning it is the smallest unit. It is the smallest unit. Yeah, Moksh.
But madam, let's say you remove a heart out of a person who has already died, and then you help a person with of misfunction in the heart, isn't?
Yeah, but no, you have not understood that we have removed one organ. That we have removed one organ only. Say for example, the heart, we have removed that heart, Veer. We can transplant the heart into another person. So there we are not cutting the person. What we are doing, we are just using a Taisha, we're just cutting the person, removing his heart, and then joining the person again. Have you understood, Moksh? Come in the picture so we can see your face. Okay, have you understood, Moksh? Keep on asking questions. Look, it is very good he's asking questions. Yeah, Delina, what is your question?
So can I tell you why if you cut the cloth it won't die, because it is not alive.
No. Delina, you have not understood. See, the point over here is that the soul cannot be divided. That is the answer. The answer is that the soul cannot be divided because it is that smallest unit. Now, for example, let's take Delina's example. This cloth, maybe I cut it into the smallest part, meaning the smallest of the smallest of the smallest part. Can I divide it any further, Delina? Because it is the smallest part. Look, Veer is saying no, Delina is saying no. Briella, what do you think? Fiona is saying no. Briella is saying no. Briella, what is your question? Taisha is saying no.
So, but the body can go smaller. If you cut off the leg, it's still alive. So
No. Okay, forget about that body example. Maybe the body example wasn't the best example. Let's take this cloth as an example. Okay, let's take this cloth as an example. Moksh, now try to understand. Try to understand now. If I divide this cloth, maybe it is 1 meter. If I divide it in the smallest, like just look at my hand, like I mean, as big
Atom.
as like maybe an atom. Okay, very, 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 very small. Can I divide it any further? Because I'm using the word smallest. Can you divide something which is the smallest? Taisha, we can't see your face. Yes, Taisha. Taisha was trying to show us. Yeah, very good, Taisha. Okay, so imagine, just use your imagination that is the smallest part. Can you divide it any further? Because we're using the word smallest. Taisha, can we divide it any further? We cannot divide it any further. So that is where your answer is. That is where your answer is, that it is the smallest part, meaning the soul cannot be divided. Okay, why are we emphasizing or focusing so much on this? Let's see who can think. I will give you the hint. Again, the hint is in Pariyai and Dravya. Now think. Take your own time. I'll give you 2-3 minutes. Just think. Why are we focusing so much on this angle part? There's a reason. Just think. Try, Delina.
Because if you've not understood it, then you have to repeat it so it gets in your mind.
Okay, good try, but that's not the answer. Okay, fine. Briella.
so you can understand.
No, you have given a similar answer to like Delina. Okay, Moksh.
To understand the soul, you need to first know about it.
You have elaborated on it. So okay, fine. Good. Stuti. Taisha, think.
Yeah, is it because there's 2 angles of a soul, Dravya and Pariyai, and we cannot separate the soul to say that Dravya is a separate thing and Pariyai is a separate thing. They're both angles of a soul, of the same soul.
Okay, good thinking. You are not Not your answer is not 100. I mean, it's not the answer that I'm looking for, but it is good thinking. Veer. Next is Taisha.
Well, we're just revising the topics that we've learned.
No. There's a reason why we are emphasizing so much on this, because say, okay, let me tell you, if the foundation of the house is not good, can our house last for 50 years? It can't last for 50 years. It might only last for 3-4 years, and then the house will crumble. But this, even if I meet Veer on the streets after 40 years, if I ask him, he should be able to know that 40 years ago I learned this. It should be that strong in the mind. Yes, try Taisha. And then next is Fiana Briella. Fiana is only left.
So I'm trying to if you cut your soul in half, the soul will not be able to the soul will not die, but then the soul will not be able to get back together. And if you cut the small bit, you cannot cut that anymore.
No, not correct. Okay. At least you tried. Fine, Fiana.
I was thinking almost the same thing as Stuti, that like Dravya and Paryai are angles and not parts, because the soul is already the smallest unit you can go and you can't divide it any further.
Yes, very good. Okay, your answers are correct. But why are we learning this? Why are we putting so much focus on this? The reason we are putting so much focus on this, because if we understand Dravya and Paryai, we will understand that Atma Anubhuti happens in Paryai. But if we think that Paryai is separate, if we think that Paryai can be divided, Paryai is separate, Paryai is not part of the soul, then it will be difficult to see, Briella and like Delina got this correct, and even Moksh, that we have to understand Dravya Paryai. If we understand Dravya Paryai so well, then we can understand the process of how to experience the soul. Now, point number 2, coming to point number 2. Point number 2 is when we have understood Dravya Paryai, we will understand that experience of the soul happens in Paryai. It happens in Paryai. We look at Dravya, but the experience, Taisha, don't do like that. Come back to your screen. Okay. Taisha, if you're finding it difficult, I will make it easy for you, okay? Yeah. But just try to listen, okay? Fine. Okay. So we have to look at Dravya, but the experience happens in Paryai. Now, if we in our head, like you guys are small, but people even who are 50, 60, 70 years old today, just not today, but people are understanding that, oh, Paryai is separate, Paryai is like this, Dravya is like this. So we have to understand that it is, we learned a word called akhand, isn't it, Veer? We learned a word which is akhand, means it is inseparable. It is one unit. It cannot be separated. It cannot be separated. The reason is that the gun are manifesting, like manifesting mean that the gun, when the gun changes, that change is called Paryai. So let's take Fiana as a whole as an example. Fiana was 5 years old one day. Fiana, the gun of Fiana, the body, we are not talking about the soul. The body was 5 years old, Moksh. The body was 5 years old. Then the next year on her birthday, she turned 6 years old. So the gun called age, Veer, became from 5 years to 6 years. It increased by a year. Are you seeing that age is the gun? Age is the gun. Fine, let's play a game now. If we play a game, Taisha, you will understand, okay? Because I think Taisha is finding it a bit over the top, and so she's not concentrating. Fine. Okay, now let's play a game. There are 4 gun of Pudgal: Sparsh, Ras, Gandh, and Varn. These 4 you know. You can even use others, but these I'm just telling you. Let's play a game, and if we keep on playing this game, you will understand Dravya Paryai, Gun Paryai. You will understand. Okay, so I will start with an example. This scarf is Pudgal. My maid threw it by mistake in the dustbin without knowing. She threw it in the dustbin. It got dirty and it changed from colorful to a very, very dirty green. So the gun is color. The gun is color. The change that happened was from colorful, it became into a dirty green. It became so dirty. And then the second gun is smell. At the moment, it is smelling so nice. But the minute she threw it in the dustbin, the smell, the gun is smell. The gun is smell. It changed from a good smell to a very horrible smell. So there are two gun that I've used. The first gun is varna. Varna means color, and gandha. Gandha means smell. So I've used two gun, and then I've shown you the change. Who would like to go next? Taisha? Okay, fine. Delina. And then Briella.
Okay. I had a cloth that was I saw a red cloth and a white cloth. I put it in the washing machine and the white cloth changed to pink. So the gun is the color, the rang, and the pariyai is the change of color from red and white to pink.
Very good, girl. Clap for her. Okay, next is Briella. You can use any. Look, you can use any gun because I know that Moksh is a creative boy. So Moksh, think.
I have a light pink candle. I lit up for like 100 times, and then it started getting a bit yellow. So the gun is from light pink to yellow.
No. What is your gun?
Color.
Color is your gun. And what was the change?
And the change, the body eye is from light pink all the way to yellow.
Very good, very good. Okay, now next is Taisha, and then after that is Veer. We can't
So
hear.
I had a pen, and then by mistake I had thrown it in the dustbin. Then I had gone to pick it out. There was no ink, so there was ink in my pen before. Then after that, there was no ink and it was dirty.
Very good. So what is the gun?
The gun is when it was clean to dirty.
No. What is What is the gun? The gun is
the ink that was there, then now it's gone.
No. The gun is blue. The gun is color. The gun is color, and the ink, assuming it was blue in color, so from blue it became colorless, isn't it? Because all the ink spilt, isn't it?
Yeah.
So speak properly. The gun is color. Say.
The gun is color, the pariyai is when there was ink and now there's no ink.
So no, it is from blue to colorless. Say blue to colorless.
Blue to colorless.
Veer, next. Next is Moksh.
So this is my book. My brother colored in my book, and it was white, and then my brother colored into the book, and then it became all rainbow. And he tore the book, so then half of the book's pages was gone.
So what is the gun?
Oh, the gun is color, and the pariyai is.
Pariya is white to colorless. White to colorful.
White to colorful.
Yeah, good boy. Okay, Briella, and then Moksh, and then Stuti.
So I have a tree, and it and then I got flowers. The tree smells very nice, but when I tried to fall, the flowers wilted and the leaves wilted, and it smelled very different, and the colors changed.
So what are the two gun? You have mentioned two gun.
The smell and the color, and
Yeah, those.
From smelling nice to smelling not that nice, and then from lush green to brown and color.
Very good example. Two gun. Now next, Moksh, Stuti, and then we go to the round 2 of the game where we will be using 2 gun. Okay, ball Moksh. Unmute.
Yeah, so I wanted to say that let's take a tree. So now, like when right now I plant it, after some years,
Come in the
the-
picture.
after some years, the tree grows. So let's say the scent of the tree changes. Like you see, before it was small, so it could not produce scent. Now it is, since it is big, old, and
Has flowers.
and has fruits, leaves, and all. So it creates a nice smell. During the seasons, the leaves change color, and also the trunk changes color, and the size. Whenever it was a young tree, sapling. At that time, its size and its age was very small, like just
Now
like
he
a
has used
human.
3 gun. Name the
I've
3
used
gun.
4.
Okay, so name 4. All 4.
Yeah, so I wanted to say that one is age. One
Yeah.
age is because it.
Wait. Look, Taisha, he's now stating 4 gun. Listen to all 4. We listen to all 4. Ball Moksh.
Yeah, so then there is age, size, color,
Age.
and scent. The
Very
smell.
good. So now explain. So age is the first one.
Yeah, so age it's because whenever
Say no. Now use the word pariyai.
yeah, the pariyai of age changes because when you plant it,
No, just say from 5 years to 10 years. Just make it simple.
whenever you plant it, it's very small. Like let's say it's 1 month old, and then whenever it grows to be a big tree, it will
5 years old.
become 5 to 10 years old.
Very good. Now
Growth is
gun number
because
2.
whenever you're small,
No. Gun number 2. Be quick.
Size.
Size.
yeah, size. The pariyai of size changes because whenever you're small, your
Just say
body,
small to big.
yeah, you
Yeah.
become small to
Small
big.
to big. Yeah. Third one.
Your the color changes according to the season. The pariyai color, the
So pariyai is just say from brown to green.
yeah, from brown to green to red.
Okay. And fourth
And
one.
then the scent, it changes according to
From smellless to sweet.
yeah, from
Yeah.
smellless to sweet.
Okay. Good. Fine. Next, Stuti. And then we move on.
Yeah. Okay. So I was just cooking food. So so we're gonna use the example of flour turning into cake, right? So there are 4 changes in this. The first, there are 4 guns. The first gun is color because the flour is white and the end result, the cake, is brown, so it changes from white to brown. The second gun is the taste. The taste changes from tasteless to sweet. The third change is touch because when I'm cooking it, it becomes hot, so it changes from cold to hot. And the fourth change is
It's not touch, it's called heat.
Yeah, it's not touch. Actually, Moksh is right. It is not touch. It is, you can say, temperature.
okay, the temperature, right? And the fourth change is the smell, which changes from smellless to sweet smell.
Yeah, very good example. Okay, now Veer, I think Veer will manage. Give me one with either 2 gun or 3 gun. And then Taisha, do you think you will manage? Taisha is smart. Also like Delina, Briella, Fiona, I'm sure Fiona will manage. Briella has already given 2 with, so very good. Okay, so now try with 3, okay? Now try Veer with 2.
Okay, so I'm making cement. So then I put the rocks and mix it with water in the cement. So there are 2 gun. The first gun is this when the rock changes from a solid to a liquid, and also the smell. When the rock, it smells like nothing, and then when the cement, it smells like a glossy paint.
Okay. So sorry, what was the first one? You said from solid to liquid. So what gun was that?
Matter.
No, temperature, isn't it? Because from solid, when it melts, it might become liquid. So the
Okay.
first gun can be temperature. The second gun you said is scent or like smell.
Smell.
Yeah. So the second gun is from maybe from a no smell to a glossy smell. Okay. So good. Yeah. Good try. Who is going next? Is it Taisha or Delina? Okay. Fiona raised her hand. Taisha, pay attention because you have to speak.
Miss,
Okay.
I have
You have to go. Okay. After Fiona, you speak and then you go.
There's a duck. When it's small, it's like yellow color, and when it grows older, it turns into like a green brown color, and the voice changed from like a squeaky peep sound to more of like a quack.
Okay. So name your gun. I identified 3. I don't know. How many did you have?
Well, I'm not sure if this is another one, but the feathers turn from like really fuzzy to more like sleek.
Okay, so state and then I will correct in case if you're wrong. Veer, pay attention. Delina, pay attention. Check if she's correct or if she's wrong. Yeah, speak.
There's touch. I
So
think
no, wait. So say touch and then give the pari.
touch, and the buddy eye is from like fuzzy to sleek. Sound, it's from a high voice to a lower voice. Age, from small to big, well, it turns older. And color, from yellow to green.
Good attempt. Okay, Taisha. Okay, sorry, Delina and then Taisha.
so I have a t-shirt, and so when my mom bought it was proper, no like fades and that. So my mom
So
wore it.
just give a color for your t-shirt, any color, just give a color.
Okay, red and orange.
Fine.
So when the red and orange, my mom wore the t-shirt, and then after a few years, it started to become like fade, like
Faded,
the
yeah.
color became out. So then, that's then.
But you only gave one gun. Your like answer is accurate. What you've spoken is correct, but you have to give an example with 2 gun. Okay, think. Taisha, it's okay. Just keep on thinking. No, we don't want to waste time. Taisha, and then Elena, you and then you just complete your run.
So I used to have this book, and the pages were new and everything. After a year, we filled it in, and when it was new, there was no color, nothing covered. It had turned from blue to brown, and then after a year, you can see that the whole book is filled up.
But that's only one, isn't it? Color only. Say from blank to blue, because then you use a blue pen to write. So that's 1 gun. What is the second gun? Think. Priyala, have you
The second gun is from the second gun is from the blue covering to the brown covering.
No, that is only one, okay? Because look, that is 1 gun called color. The blank pages were white in color. Then Taisha started to write with a blue pen. So now the pages have become blue. So that's 1. Now you can
Miss, and I even forgot to add. Then after that color, it had come old and rusted.
Very good. So now what gun is that?
And the pages were torn.
So now the touch, isn't it? Now like when the book was new, it had a nice smooth touch. Now the pages have become rusted, isn't it? So now they become a bit rough.
Yeah.
So
the
the
pari eye is. So the pari eye is from the blue to the brown, and And the other pariyai is from the nice smooth surface to the rough.
But what
From
gun is
the
it?
rough.
What? Yeah, but look at the way how like Fian answered. She said that color, and then she gave paryai. So you have to speak like that, okay? So then you will understand. Otherwise, you're only giving me paryai. What gun is it? Color.
The gun is for the color and the touch.
No, gun is color. Now say it becomes from brown to blue. That is the paryai. Bol.
The pariyai is from brown to blue. Then the other gun is the touch. Pariyai is from the smooth surface to the rusted surface.
Fine, boy, ekdam. Okay. Delina, finish your answer and then Briella.
Okay, so I have a red t-shirt and I bought it new, and then after a few years it had glitter. So after a few years the glitter came out, and when we iron it and then later it becomes coal. So the gun is and also it becomes like the color comes out. So the gun is first the color change, no, the color,
Barabar. Barabar.
then the temperature, then the smoothness, and the color you're moving.
Good, good. Now, okay, you have stated 3 gun. The first gun is color. So from say dark red to maybe faded red. Bol. I have everything paryai bol.
Okay, so from dark red to light pink, and it becomes from the background. The background had the color, yeah, blue.
Enough. So that you have explained. Now, second gun is temperature. Bol.
Temperature is from hot to cold.
When you iron. Third gun is that's the touch.
Yeah, third gun is the touch and the smoothness.
So from smooth it becomes into rough.
Yeah. No, from rough it becomes to smooth.
Okay, so from rough it becomes into smooth. Okay, good, fine, good answer. Okay, you can go if you want to, but next week you stay for the whole class. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, Bol Moksha, and then Briella speak.
I just wanted to say there were 4. There is
I didn't
also
understand age. Age is generally to do with like a body, isn't it? We don't use age for a sweater.
We do. But
Madam, you do, because you
Okay.
can see that a sweater has become
old.
old.
Yeah.
But age is not the correct word. Maybe the correct word might be age. It like doesn't sound appropriate. Age somehow sounds appropriate with the body, but you are correct that it has become old. That is correct.
I guess
That statement is correct. That it has aged. In that context, you are right. So okay, so you are right in that context. It is true what you have said. Okay, so everyone has done really well. Now let's use last round of the game is soul. Now we know 4 gun of the soul. I mean they're infinite. Use any. But the ones mentioned in the book are charitra. Charitra means conduct. Charitra, basically in a simple terminology, charitra means behavior, but conduct is the correct word. Second word is belief, which means faith. It means faith. Third word is knowledge, which everybody knows. And fourth word is happiness. Now, don't use an example like I bought a new laptop and I was happy, because that has got nothing to do with the soul, because the laptop is matter particles. Now don't use an example like that for soul, okay? So this is just like a suggestion. Don't use such an example. Let me start. You can even repeat my example, elaborate it, change it, no problem. You can even change my example and use the same example again. So I am in first Gunistan. I am a Mithya Drishti Jeev, and I have wrong belief. Mithya Darshan, Taisha. Mithya Darshan means wrong belief. Then I attain Samyak Darshan and I go to fourth Gunistan. So now my faith, the gun is darshan. The gun is darshan, called belief in English, which has changed from mithya, which means wrong belief, Taisha, to right belief, which is samyaktva. So from wrong to right. Okay, Taisha, so what does all this mean? What I just said, it like might have sounded like French, isn't it? It means that I've experienced the soul in like one sentence. Because mithya drishti jeev, like all of us, we have not experienced the soul. But fourth Gunistan, Jeev has experienced the soul. So experience of the soul is because of belief. Our belief right now, Veer, is I am a body, and it is so strong that I am a body. Even if you wake us up 3 o'clock in the morning, if you ask me my name, I will say my name is Komal. I will not say I am a Jeev. Because at the moment, the belief is so strong that I am a body. Taisha, we are talking to you. Okay? So at the moment, the belief is so strong. But the minute I attain Samyak Darshan, the belief, if you wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, now my belief has changed. I will say that, no, I am a Jeev. So the belief is called Darshan Gun. It is a gun. And the Pariyai is from wrong belief to right belief. So from mithyatva to samyaktva. You can use my example because you know so many gunastans, all of you. Okay, like Taisha doesn't know, and Moksh Stuti have not learned, but I will make sure that I teach them by Wednesday. Fine. Okay, let's start with Taisha, then we go to Moksh. wait. Sorry to interrupt you, Taisha. Sorry to interrupt you. Let's start actually with Veer, because Veer and Fiana, because they actually have learned a little bit more than you guys, and you will be guided by their examples. Okay, Fiana and then Veer. Start Fiana, and then Briella, and then Veer. Yeah. Bol Fiana.
Right now, I'm in first Gunistan, and I have temporary happiness. Like when I get a new toy or a new game, then it's only temporary happiness. But when I go to Moksha, I have infinite happiness. So the chain,
The
gun is happiness, and it's from temporary happiness to infinite happiness.
Okay, so infinite happiness is in which Gunistan? Because it is not in any Gunistan. So now we have to be very particular. It's which Gunistan?
It's in Arihant state.
Not sixth. No,
now
Arihant state. Arihant state. So what Gunistan is that?
13th Gunistan.
Yeah, very good.
Also in Sidale, which is no Gunistan.
Very good answer. So I will teach you a little bit extra because we don't want to confuse Taisha, Moksh, and Stuti. I will teach you something extra about Gunistan in just a few minutes. Okay, and then these three can go. Okay, Briella, speak.
So right now, I didn't fully understand the story, but when I attain Samyak Darshan, then I know more of the soul. When I attain Samyak Darshan, I go deeper in the soul, so I know more.
But which gun? Now your answer is, I mean, your statement is very good. Actually, it is a very good statement. But which Gunistan now? And sorry, which gun? Which gun?
From it's
Gun, not Gunistan. Gun, which gun?
So I went from.
No, you're not understanding. Which gun? Which good quality? Think. Veer, wait. No. Understanding happens where? Understanding happens where? Because what you've spoken is a main point of soul experience. But you need to clarify. Think. Keep on thinking. You will get the answer, Veer.
So I am in my house and I'm believing that I'm a body and not a soul. And then I hear Arihant sayings, and then I go try to experience the soul outside. And then I move from Mithya
Darshan.
Gunistan. And then
Darshan.
Mithya Darshan, and then I go to 6 Gunistan, and then I'm in Arihant state, that is 13 Gunistan, and then I experience infinite happiness.
Okay. Your statement shows your understanding. Your understanding is very clear of Gunistan. But what happened in the 6th Gunistan? You said you went first Gunistan, you are Mithya Drishti, but who are you in 6th Gunistan?
What do you call us?
Monk.
Monk.
Okay. Now you have given me there might be more, but just to make it easy for now, 2 main gun. You have spoken about 2 main gun. So did Fiona, and so did Briella, and I hope the 3 of you, your like answers have got 2 main gun. Try to think which one. The first one is easy because it is belief, isn't it? From mithyatva to samyaktva, because say you are like, let's use like, let's give you the honor of like Kuntkundacharya, okay, Veer? Let's give you that honor. Veer is like Kuntkundacharya, who was a small boy in the house. Then he took Muni Diksha, he became a monk. For example, Veer became a monk. He went to 6th Gunistan. How did he go to 6th Gunistan? Because he went from mithyatva to samyaktva. Because you can become a monk and still remain in 1st Gunistan if you have not experienced the soul. But because in your statement you clearly mentioned you have experienced the soul, so the darshan gun came into play from mithya to samyak, isn't it, Veer? So that I think it's clear, because I think that is easy to understand. If it is not clear, say no. Are you sure it is clear?
Yes.
Okay. 100% sure it is clear?
Yes.
Okay, so from mithya you went to samyaktva, because now you have experienced the soul, and you are a monk. Now that point comes where you are a monk. Moksh, just put your hand down because you are actually next. Briella, put your hand down. Listen to this, Briella, because this is also your answer. Charitra gun now comes into play, isn't it? Now charitra gun, now conduct comes into play, because now we are diving in deeper, and also for Fiana's answer, this gun also comes into play, because she mentioned from Arihant to Siddh and from 1st Gunistan to Arihant. So now we are diving deeper and deeper and deeper in the soul. So charitra comes into play. Moksh, listen, because this is important, which I have not yet taught you. So now charitra comes into play, and now because you're going deep and deep in the soul, so now charitra gun opens until it fully opens, or it is 100% open in Arihant state. In like Arihant state, it is fully open. So from charitra, you can say like charitra, like in 1st Gunistan, we don't have charitra. And now these are new points, Veer, today, Fiana, Briella. In 4th Gunistan also, charitra is very, very, very small. Look at my hand. It is like this small charitra. 6th Gunistan, obviously it becomes bigger. From 7th Gunistan, we start to get, because now we are in a like no thought state. How many of you remember that from 7th Gunistan, there's a no thought state? How many of you remember this? Yeah. Okay, good. So let's just make it easy today. Let's not go too much deep into 6th Gunistan, 7th Gunistan. Let's not go too deep. The point is, in Veer's answer, there were 2 major guns. One was darshan, which means belief, because he mentioned he was in 1st Gunistan. He moved to 6th Gunistan. And somebody in 6th Gunistan can only be there if he has attained samyak darshan. Otherwise, you cannot be in 6th Gunistan. You can be a monk, be in 1st Gunistan. But because Veer mentioned 6th Gunistan, it means he has attained Samyak Darshan. Is this clear, or is it still difficult? I think it's a bit confusing, isn't it, Veer? It's okay. So good. If it is clear, yeah. So that's very good. Fiona, is it clear? Briella, is it clear? No, Briella, it is not clear. Is it clear, Briella? There are 2 kinds of monks, Briella. One monk has got Samyak Darshan, one monk does not have Samyak Darshan. The monk who does not have Samyak Darshan is just like us. Although he's a monk, he's still Mithya Drishti, he's still in the first Gunastan. Okay, Briella? Anyone who has not attained Samyak Darshan, whether he's a monk or a nun, he will always be in first Gunastan. Is this clear? Because Taisha wants to be a monk. And I mean, this is a very noble thought she has. It is a very good thought she has. So clap for Taisha. Very good, Taisha. Taisha has a very, very good thought. Like just in the first or like second class, she said, how do you become a monk? I think Veer was there like at like my house that day. Yeah. So Taisha, listen. Anyone who hasn't attained or who hasn't experienced the soul, who hasn't attained Samyak Darshan, like all of us, went first Gunastan. For example, one man becomes a monk. He has not attained Samyak Darshan. What Gunastan is he in? He's still in the first Gunastan. Now, in Veer's example, Veer specifically mentioned sixth Gunastan. That means, because the Gunastan has increased, that means that he has attained Samyak Darshan. So that is the reason in Veer's answer, there are two major guns. One is belief that from Mithya, because Veer was in first Gunastan, then Veer moved to sixth Gunastan. So one is belief from Mithya Darshan to Samyak Darshan. Is this clear, Briella? How is it clear? I think it is clear now. Okay. The second one is Charitra. Let's leave Charitra today because it will be confusing and also time is up. Okay, so Veer, if you want to go, you can go because you are here on time. We'll just finish with Stuti, Moksh, and Veer, remind me next week to elaborate on like Charitra. Fiona, remind me on this, okay? Fiona, Briella, even if you want to go, you can go or you can listen to the rest, okay?
Jai
Jai Jinendra. Jai Jinendra, bye. Okay, Taisha, speak your example.
My example was like I was such a my soul was so bad. Then I had done Samyak Darshan and I had become good.
Good, very good.
My
Good
soul
girl,
had
Taisha.
become.
Very good answer. So, okay, so yeah, so that means that you attained Samyak Darshan. Very good. At least like Shabda Taveda, your example is not 100% correct, but it is a very, very good attempt. Clap for Taisha. Good girl. Okay. Now, Moksh, give your example. Stuti, give your example, and then we finish the class.
I wanted to say, let's say I was in a wrong belief before this. So then I did soul science and I came on the right belief, and through soul science I got more knowledge. So the gun is right faith and knowledge.
Yes, good. Good
Right
thinking.
knowledge.
You are, yeah, good thinking. Yeah, very good thinking. Yeah, Moksh, I mean, sorry, Stuti.
Yeah, so okay, so first I had limited knowledge before I did not have full knowledge, but then I attained Samyak Darshan, and after that I attained Keval Gnan, and so I got total knowledge. So the gun is knowledge, and the change is from limited to total.
Excellent. Very good. Good understanding. These answers are showing your understanding. Very good, Moksh. I'm like very happy when you can give 4 gun at the same time. It is good understanding. Okay, okay, well done. Have a nice weekend, and may you attain Samyak Darshan very quickly.